Hi, my name is Derek Kang. In this video, I'm going to show you how to deploy Avi Vantage with write access mode in the VMware vCenter environment. With write access mode, you will be able to enjoy the full benefit of Avi's automated deployment. This video is applicable to Avi Vantage software release 15.2.2. We are going to use this diagram for our deployment. There are three networks, one for Avi management, one for web servers for load balancing, and one for virtual service IP address facing the external network. You are going to need a vCenter and an Avi Controller OVA file for this deployment. There are three major steps for deployment. Step 1, deploy the controller OVA file and power it on. Step 2, connect the controller via browser and follow the instructions of the installation wizard. The last step is to configure virtual service for load balancing. Let's get started. Let's deploy the Avi Controller OVA file using vSphere client. Log into your vSphere client. Deploy OVF template. Choose the Avi Controller OVA file you downloaded from the Avi portal site. Select a data center, a cluster, and an ESX server for VM deployment. Select thick provision for disk. Select a port group for the controller interface. Provide an IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway for the controller. Deploy the VM. After the VM deployment is complete, it can take about 3 to 5 minutes for the controller to be ready for its UI access. Now let's set up the Avi controller. Connect to the Avi controller via browser. Provide password for the admin account. Provide DNS and NTP information. Select VMware as an orchestrator. Provide credentials for your vCenter, including its IP address. Ensure permissions is set to write to allow the controller to deploy service engines automatically. Select a data center for service engine deployment. Select DHCP to assign an IP address to data interfaces of service engines. Select a network for service engine management. Select DHCP to assign an IP address to the management interface of service engines. Select No for multi-tenancy. Now your controller is ready for virtual service configuration. Let's configure a virtual service for load balancing. Create a virtual service with basic setup. Provide a user-friendly name and an IP address for virtual service. Select a network on which your servers are located. Add servers for load balancing. Your configuration is done. Our service engine is being deployed now. This process can take about 3 to 5 minutes depending on your hypervisor performance. Let's generate some traffic to the virtual service. After traffic generation, come back to the Avi UI, click logs, click non-significant logs. These are the all transactions we just generated. Thank you.